It's my first time out in a while, coming on to you like this. Girl, it ain't my style. I'm not good with words, but baby, I've learned and seen what they can do. Is there a chance that we could dance and maybe I could try something new? Let the music do the talking as we glide across the floor. Get lost in the words, letting every verse leave us wanting more. Telling you it won't happen twice tonight. I'll let the music do the talking. All she wanted from me was to love her, but when I opened my mouth, only suffer. I wanna make it right, but I ran out of time, 'cause now she has moved on. So I'll just sit here and drink a beer and reminisce the days that are gone, and let the music do the talking as I drink another round. Singing every verse of a bottle let me down. Oh, if only I knew what words could do. I'm telling you it won't happen twice tonight. I'll let the music do the talking. Telling you it won't happen twice tonight. I'll let the music do the talking. Oh, tonight. I'll let the music do the talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Saw him walking in. I saw your knees go weak when he flashed that grin. Good band, a slow dance. Now you're knocking back shots, falling into his hands. Girl, I don't know you, but I know him. He's dusty, save yourself. He's looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Girl, trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you like he should. I've been down that road. boy's dusty. Yeah, I know all his lines. He'll promise the world and leave on a dime. Let me save you time. Honey, don't believe his blue-eyed lies. Gonna shoot it to you straight before it's too late. He's dusty, save yourself. He's looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Girl, trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you like he should. I've been down that dirt road. I know where it goes. Trust me. That boy is dusty. Just need to walk away. Better sooner than later. Try to do you a favor. You might not believe it. So take it or leave it. Save yourself. You're looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you. Dusty, save yourself. He's looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Girl, trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you like he should. I've been down that dirt road. I know where it goes. Trust me, you'll thank me later. That boy's dusty. I got you, girl. He's just got the ick.
That is a brand new song from my good friend Jolene Harnish. She is from Canada. That is called Dusty. I love that one. Jolene Harnish is where you can find her at Jolene Harnish Music, that is, on social media. And speaking of music, let the music do the talking. The title of the first song tonight, David Lewis Music, kicking off the show, and David Lewis Music on social media. Welcome to a Indie Wednesday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com is the main website. You'll see me live over there right now. Scroll down just a little bit. I just embedded the YouTube video player on there, and you can watch the show and listen to the audio at the same time. And we've got a chat room over there live as well. You can catch me live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come into that chat room and say hello. We'd love to meet you and hang out with these folks that are tapping the screen, giving us lots of hearts and lots of love on the show tonight. You're going to love the radio interviews I've got for you tonight. I've got Tracy Inman in hour number 1 and then Kyler Sullivan in hour number 2. Two talented gentlemen on the program tonight. You'll get to hear the stories behind their songs, and as always, lots of great country music on the radio tonight. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com. Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, hotandfunkyradio.com, kwradio.com, Boone Country Radio in Canada, texasbrewradio.com, and nbrnonline.com from Nashville, Tennessee. We got it going on tonight, and as always on the Tim Kelly Show, lots of great radio stations play the program, and they help support these independent artists that we play and that make what I call New Country's best. When I Hold You Tonight is the title of the next song, brand new from my good friend Donnie Cook on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
I can see in your eyes there's a shadow of pain, a love that's still there that you won't feel again. Sometimes God has a plan, we can't understand why. I hope the love I can give will heal your heart in time. Don't think of him when I hold you tonight. Let my arms be the place where you tonight. You waited so long to feel love again, and there are still memories you hold of him. I know you're taking a chance that my love will be true. I'll always try to live up to the love that you knew. Don't think of him when I hold you tonight. Let my arms be the place where your new love feels right. When you take my hand and we turn out the light, let it be me in your heart when I hold you tonight. Let it be me in your heart when I hold you tonight.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Broken me down, down into parts. Pick up the pieces without breaking apart. Fix all these thoughts in my head that's been haunting me. My heart is lost in the caves of regret. Forgotten myself, do I have to pretend? Break down the thoughts in my head just to feel a bit free. And I remember when you and I were more than friends. You and I, we fell apart. Now I can't decide if I can forget what we had. You and I could make amends. You and I could try again. Now I can't find you and I. Forgive all the past, the hurt and the lies. Make up for it and you won't need a disguise. It wasn't always me, those hurtful lies. We've been brave in the choices we've made to pick up our stuff and then start walking away. But I am looking back today. And I remember when you and I were more than friends. You and I, we fell apart. Now I can't decide. You
from a great group called Shimmer Road. That is Shimmer Johnson doing the vocals right there on their brand new single called You and I. You and I and a lot of other folks are already having a great time tonight listening to this great country music on the Tim Kelly Show. Shimmer Johnson went to high school in Branson, Missouri, here, the live show capital of the world, and then she moved to Canada a little bit later on in life. But she comes to Branson all the time, and when she does, we'll hook up and we'll take some pictures and share that on our social media as well. And by the way, the Country Junction Band, who I just interviewed a week or so ago, they stopped by today. They're on their way to Branson and going to have a good time this weekend, and they had to take some pictures and drop off some cool merch to yours truly. I sure appreciate when the artists do that, and I'm wearing it on the air right now. I've got my Faith Groves t-shirt on. I just interviewed her the other day, and she sent me some great merch as well, and I appreciate that as well. Webb Dalton, he is an artist that I did a great radio interview with a few months ago. You can check out all my interviews in the Tim Kelly Show Interview Archives tab. That is at the top of the homepage at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. His song up next is called Starting to Feel That Way from Webb Dalton on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio on this Indie Wednesday.
Well, this morning over breakfast, she didn't act much like herself. She was there and mighty, but in her heart she had to be somewhere else. As she sipped her coffee, she didn't have a word to say. I could feel it in my bones, leaving coming on. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I can't put my finger on it. Lately things just start to change. I know I'm not a psychic. I got a not so funny feeling something's about to change. She says everything is fine, but I wasn't born no yesterday. I know there's something wrong. I might as well be here alone. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. She's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I can feel it in my bones, leaving coming on. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Wake up in the morning, put on your face, throw on a little grit and a whole lot of grace. Yeah, girl, I hear you, I feel your pain. It ain't always easy doing all of the things. I'm a modern day W-O-M-A-N, round-the-clock lover and a full-time friend, bringing home the bacon and raising the kids right by the side of my M-A-N. No one else can do it all the way I can. I'm a modern-day woman, hell yeah, I am. Got it from my mama and her mama too. They unapologetically do what I do. Strike a match and say goodbye to the age-old roles, 'cause I ain't got time. I'm a modern-day W-O-M-A-N, round-the-clock lover and a full-time friend, bringing home the bacon and raising the kids right by the side of my M-A-N. No one else can do it all the way I can. I'm a modern-day woman, hell yeah, I am. I'm a modern day W-O-M-A-N, round-the-clock lover and a full-time friend, bringing home the bacon and raising the kids with or without an M-A-N. No one else can do it all the way I can. I'm a modern day woman, hell yeah, I am. No one else can do it all the way I can. I'm a modern day woman, hell yeah, I am. Modern day woman, hell yeah, I am.
She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday. Her name is Kimberly Kelly. I love that last name. And that is her latest single out to radio called Modern Day Woman. Kimberly Kelly has performed at the Grand Ole Opry in the past. We'll talk about that in our upcoming interview that's going to air next year in 2026. But I am booked up, ladies and gentlemen, and that's a good thing. Check out my full live interview schedule of upcoming interviews at the bottom of the homepage of the website, KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. After one more song, I've got my first radio interview of the night tonight. Tracy Inman is going to join us on the program, and we look forward to that, so stick around. We got a lot more coming up. Better Kind of Man is the latest project from Terrence Hart. Terrence Hart music, and he's a great Canadian artist. This is him right now on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
The sun sets slow behind the hill. My shadow slowly slips away. The night is cold and quiet still. I close my eyes and kneel to pray. May you find someone who loves you, they're thick and thin back again, who sees your heart and all you do, and wants to always hold your hand. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, stand up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You be a better kind of man, a better kind of man. know life will be hard sometimes. You'll feel the need to give it up for all the mountains you must climb. Each step you take will lift you up. May you find someone who loves you through thick and thin and back again, who sees your heart and all you do and wants to always hold your hand. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, stand up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You be a better kind of man, a better kind of man. You gotta spread your wings and fly. See the world and all its wonders. Embrace the beauty of the sky. Let your heart be free and wander. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, stand up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You be a better kind of man, a better kind of man. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, stand up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You'll be a better kind of man, a better kind of man.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and we've got some great radio interviews for you tonight. Tracy Inman is with us. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I appreciate the time tonight, and I've been looking forward to this interview. I've been playing your music a little bit, and the way we've been talking back and forth, I think you were looking forward to this too. Glad to have you here.
Oh, I'm always happy to talk to you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. These are fun
I've
to
been
do.
I've been waiting for it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, just talk to you. What you do is appreciated.
Thank you so much. These are fun to do. I get to hear the stories behind these songs, and you got some great songs and some great stories, no doubt, that we'll talk about here in a little bit as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you were an artist based out of East Alton, Illinois. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that up close to Chicago, maybe?
No, we are actually. It's about 20 minutes northeast of St. Louis.
Oh, St. Louis. Okay, so I've been to
Yes, sir.
St. Louis in 2023. I got to MC Freedom Jam USA, a great tribute show that we did for our veterans over there in the St. Louis area. So that was awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, good deal.
absolutely. You started writing songs though a while back, maybe. I don't know how old you are, but when you were 17 or 18, so that's been a day or two. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a little while. I used to write lyrics, and mess around, when you're a teenager, stuff like that. You go through certain things, and you start to write stuff, and then you end up getting married, and you kind of forego writing for a while because life takes over, right?
Yep.
And for quite a while, always have the kids. I have 3 kids. I have a wonderful wife, and I finally got back to the point in my life where I decided, hey, I need to start redoing lyrics and stuff like that, and here I am.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm glad you found me. Your music's great, and I've said this for a long time. You stay in this long enough, you never know who you're going to meet, but it just keeps coming full circle. We meet on the radio, and we'll probably meet in person one of these days. Who knows?
Well, heck yeah, definitely. I'll swing down by where you're at one of these times.
Yeah, Branson's a cool place to be especially if you love country music. In fact, there's so many theaters here and theater seats. They call it the live show capital of the world in this little town of 10,000 people. Who would have thought?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You did mention raising a family and having 3 kids. Are any of your kids showing any inclinations to do something in music like you're doing?
Well, my daughter has a unique voice, my youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
And but she hasn't really dove into much. I've always tried to get her to, and my other two, my son, he can play instruments and stuff like that. He learned at a young age, and he's got his family now. And my middle daughter, she has her family now, so they don't really dive into it as much as I have here recently.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, when you have that passion for songwriting and that talent, man, I talk about that all the time. It's kind of in your blood, isn't it? There's things that happen probably to you on a daily basis, but you're like, there's a song title or a song in there somewhere.
Well, what's weird is like when you dream, right? Sometimes when you dream, you wake up, I'll wake up and I'll be like,
yep.
Holy crap. I could, there's a song somewhere in there in that dream, and this morning was actually one of the times I woke up and for some reason I was dreaming about grandma's house. When times are different now, but when I was a kid, everybody met over at grandma's house.
Yep.
And we all hung out, all the cousins, all the aunts and uncles and everybody's almost like religiously, at least every other day. They lived close to the high school where all of us went to school. So during, lunch and stuff, we'd go over there and eat and just hang out with our grandparents and our family members. And I just woke up this morning, for some reason I had that in my head, so I started to write a song about grandma's house.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. I lived with my grandparents for a little bit, and they were the ones that were instrumental in making me move to Branson. They started bringing us to this theme park here that we have, Silver Dollar City, and we would come every summer, and they'd get a season ticket, so we could come as many times as we wanted, as long as they'd bring us down here and, ride those roller coasters and everything, and do all the cool stuff there is to do here in Branson. And so, yeah, I credit my grandparents for that, and I sure miss mine, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, I definitely do, too. I miss mine as well. We're talking about the kids and stuff, and like I said, after they were all moved out, and I was trying to determine, what was going on. I had a lot of stuff in my head, so I thought, I'm going to go down to Nashville. I found this place called A-OK Records, right? And I reached out to them, and I had a song in my head called On Facebook. And if you guys get a chance, listen to it. It's called On Facebook. It's out there on all the platforms and stuff. And it's about a guy losing a girl on Facebook. And I thought, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to record something for my great grandkids just to know me. So I went down there with one or two songs in my head. And after we recorded that, he's like, man, that's a pretty good song. You ought to think about, you got any more? So then over like an 8-month time period, I went down there. I ended up doing a whole complete 10-song album. And, one of my favorite songs on there is called Old School. It's a John Conley cover from 1986. I don't know if you remember that song.
No.
That's like one of the most well-written songs ever, Old School. And so I put that on there. But yeah, after I did that, people started coming around wanting to go ahead and do a full band. So I do a full band now, 6-piece band, and we play all over St. Louis area. But it all started just by going down there with the one kind of bucket list thing. So my grandkids, great-grandkids, and all of them would maybe push them to do the same thing if they think they have the talent to write songs or to sing or to perform or anything like that. 50 years down the road when I'm gone, they might say, hey, great-grandpa did that, something like that. So
that is awesome. I know those folks at A-OK Records. They like the Tim Kelly Show as well. So, yeah, they're fantastic. And so that's Small World right there. I love it.
Yeah, Adam's down there. I talk to him all the time.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And you did release that album in the summer of 2023, it said. And so I love that. That's something that, it's kind of hard to pick, isn't it? The title track to an album, your favorite song off the album. Like you said, you got a John Conley cover. And I've got rose-colored glasses. I love that one playing on my classic country station.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah, he's a good entertainer.
Yep. That's a pretty cool process, though, putting a whole album together, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. My wife came up with the name. It's About Time's the name of the album. And, obviously, that's in reference to It's About Time that I finally put it out after all the years of debating on what I was going to do with music, And like I said, it's actually been pretty successful.
Yeah.
In 2024, I think there's 400,000 plays of songs, streams of songs on Spotify for it. And this year, like the Old School songs, gotten a lot of plays on Apple. It's pretty neat to watch people listen or play it and then so after that album finished, and I went about a year and a half up till about, I guess, June of this year. So about 2 months before June, we released in June a song called "I Like My Women Like I Like My Whiskey" as a single, and that's actually, I know, we talked about it before. You played that song, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
From my understanding, talking with Adam, and from what I've seen on Apple, because some of the, it's released through Play MPE, but it's getting some pretty good radio play on smaller markets throughout the U.S. right now. So that's pretty cool. And I'm a big, we travel a lot during the summer, a couple of weeks out of the year, and like overseas, Scotland and stuff is played over in Scotland and Ireland. So that's pretty cool seeing that. 'Cause, maybe I'll go over there and tour.
Yeah, well, you're actually going to get to do that tonight with one push of the button on playing your songs. I'm going to put you on 13 other stations around the world, and Ireland's one of them. I'll give a big shout out to Mike Gleason and Down the Road Radio when I start the show, so I've been on that for years, so we're going to get you over there. And I've looked at, on my stats, I'm looking at 6 times I've played If I Like My Women Like I Like My Whiskey, so this will be time number 7 that it's gotten out there to the world on my channel.
Cool.
So,
no, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome, and what you do for us indie artists like that is tremendous. Thank you.
I love doing it, and I love helping you folks get the traction on the radio that you deserve. These songs are fantastic. In fact, you had one song, your single called "Being With You," received consideration for a Grammy as well. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. There was a person from Providence, Rhode Island, contacted me one afternoon, and he was like, "Hey, I like that song. What do you think about me putting it in for a Grammy?" He was on the Grammy board, and I was like, "Well, that's pretty cool." Al Gomes is his name, and he had talked about, he took me into a lot of the places that. A lot of the sites that he's on, and it's called BigNoiseNow.com. He actually represented the Beach Boys when they got their first Grammy. He represented a lot of different people that have won Grammys, and he's had a lot of people in the running. Of course, I didn't get top 5, right? I'm not into, but I did get into I think he said a top 104 for that song for best country solo performance.
Wow.
So I thought, man, that's pretty neat because that's a lot of your peers that vote for that, right? And there's a couple rounds before it gets to 5, and I made it past the first round, right? So that's like a big win for me.
That is pretty awesome. Now, the Grammys is a multi-genre award show, and there's a bunch of those out there. But of all the genres out there, let me ask you this: why did Tracy Inman pick country music? Was it somebody you listened to on the radio growing up, or what?
I've always listened to country music in the late 80s, early 90s, man. Restless Heart. Oh my gosh, that was a group that I would have loved to have seen back then, I've just always, my dad listened, Don Williams, Johnny Cash, of course, all those people. It was just always played in the cars when we went on little trips,
Yeah.
And on the AM radio back then. But as we, as I grew, and Travis Tritt, even nowadays, Luke Combs, I listen to him all the time, Jason Aldean. It's just always been inspiring to me. And to be honest with you, it's truth.
Yeah.
90%. So like my songs, when I write, if you listen to a lot of my songs, it's a story, right? Now I'm going to say, I Like My Women Like I Like My Whiskey is just a straight up great drinking song, right? But you listen to, I challenge you guys to listen to their song called Uncle Hank. It's about your uncle who is at moonshine, and it tells a great story. It leads you right from beginning to end, right? I'm Drunk Again is another drinking song, but it actually tells a really good story too. There's so much there, and that's what country music does. They tell stories. It doesn't have to be, your dog's sick or, somebody's dying, anything like that. It can be just a fun story, and you can also talk about your families, right?
Yep.
I have family. There's a song on there called Dad. It's about my dad. And Daddy's Girl is another song that's on there about my daughters. Really do tell stories. That's what I love about country music. Anybody can really do it if they put their mind to it, if they know how to tell a story.
Yep, that is awesome. And you've probably, become better as a writer from the years that you've been doing it. And you probably use your family and go to them and say, hey, what do you think of this song, or your wife or something, and get that kind of good feedback and bounce ideas off each other. Maybe you co-write with somebody, do you?
No, I haven't co-written yet. I got one song that a guitar buddy of mine, we had started putting together about a month ago, where we're still working it. There's other people that have actually had a little bit of success that I've spoken with that live around my area, and we're trying to hook up here pretty soon to try to write one together as well. But yeah, I did reach out. I always, after I recorded my wife, I'll play them for my wife, stuff like that. The first album I didn't play them for. I wrote all the stuff, and then I waited till we went down to record them, and I had her listen to them as we recorded, so I get a real reaction. But after that, this next songs that I've done, I have about 6 or 7 songs that aren't even released yet.
Okay.
But those songs are, I've played for her before I went down to record this time.
Yep.
Just to get the reaction. My kids the same way,
Man, I've talked to artists that have hundreds of songs yet to be recorded. It's just crazy how many songs are out there that nobody's ever heard yet. And so I started not too long ago this thing, and you've probably been seeing it on Facebook. It's called the KICR Indie Country Radio Songwriter Showcase. And it's just, if you have a demo out there that you're looking for somebody to cut, somebody other than you, and you want to put that out to the world, they have a place for it now on my website. Because, songwriters don't get a lot of love. It's usually the artist most of the time, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, and believe me, as an indie songwriter, that is very well appreciated. Obviously, I sent you one earlier just to listen to and try to get your feedback, and I do have about 4 or 5 of them that have music to them and all that stuff. I'm registered through BMI, all my stuff's trademarked, whatever. Right. But I definitely is something that I plan on sending you some more songs on to try to get out there for someone to record. I mean, that's the whole goal of a songwriter. I enjoy singing my stuff. I enjoy playing them. But do I think that I'm good enough to go out there, tour the world, and have enough time to do all that stuff, right? Possibly, but I think it's more available for someone that's younger, that has that time, that is able to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, songwriters do get credit when they get major cuts. And so, some of the people that you mentioned that influenced you in country music, wouldn't be a bad thing if Luke Combs cut one of your songs, or a Travis Tritt or somebody like that, and you probably knew him better than I do, but the great Brett James that wrote Jesus Take the Wheel and a bunch of other major cuts who we just lost, unfortunately, him and his family in a tragic plane crash, he's so missed, because without songwriters, there is no music, right?
I agree. Travis Tritt's 3 Wooden Crosses. That's a great story. A great story song. And people that write that, hopefully people continue to write that way to tell a story. I wrote this thing probably 22 years ago, and like I said, I finally put it down to proper music. Whenever I started to release this album, and it's a guy that's just kind of sick of his, I hate to say it this way, kind of depressed and isn't happy with his wife, right? Mm-hmm. So wakes up and decides he's just leaving the house for the day. He gets out there, hops in his truck, goes, has a beer, and talks about the mother-in-law, nothing negative, but it's just the whole chorus is, if this is heaven, I'd hate to see hell. When I get home from work, all you do is yell, yell, yell. Are those wings on your back or horns on your head? It's getting hard to tell. If this is heaven, I'd hate to see hell. But it tells a story from the beginning and the guy's perspective of always listening to his wife complaining. Now, I'm not saying that's personal experience. I was in a different marriage at that time. Mm-hmm. Person, it didn't, it wasn't really like that. It was just kind of a funny song that I thought of, and I put it together like that, and everybody really enjoys that song when they play it. Everybody I talk to, we play it live, and people are like, man, that's a great song.
Yeah.
But it tells a story. Yeah.
That is amazing too. And what's also amazing is how you wrap it up in 2 minutes and 26 seconds and tell that story. That's pretty cool.
I tell you what, you guys ought to listen to it, because that music in it is perfect for that song.
There you go. Well, we're gonna play If This Is Heaven, then we're gonna come back and talk some more to Tracy Inman on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
I woke up early today, I couldn't wait for the alarm. I had to get away. When I walked out that door, I had a smile on my face. I hopped in my truck, I threw it first gear. I called off work, went to have a beer. When I got home, you yelled, find a brand new place. If this is heaven, I'd hate to see hell. When I get home from work, all you do is yell, yell, yell. Are those wings on your back or horns on your head? You know it's getting hard to tell. This is heaven. I'd hate to see hell. Well, I peeked around the corner, and there was your mom with a devilish grin and a wig for a bomb, asking me how I could treat her daughter that way. I said I primed her, I primped her, I treat her like a queen, but the last few years she's just been mean, mean, mean. She's like that damned old witch from that damned old play. If this is heaven, I'd hate to see hell. When I get home from work, all you do is yell, yell, yell. Are those wings on your back or horns on your head? You know it's getting hard to tell. This is heaven. I'd hate to see hell.
His name is Tracy Inman. That is called If This Is Heaven. You just got to hear the great story behind that great song. And I just want to say this, Tracy, the first concert that I ever went to back in 1991 maybe was in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I saw another Tracy. His name's Tracy Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget that. That was a great concert. So
he's a great talent. He was he's up here, or he just finished up here in Effingham, Illinois, which is about an hour away from us.
How about that? You know, we were talking off the air, too, that you've done some podcasts. You got a great voice for it. And Tracy Lawrence has been doing a radio show, too. He's interviewed a lot of artists, you know, from that 90s country of genre of music. And that's what got me into country radio. And, boy, I'll tell you what, we're still talking about him. And that was 35 years ago. Isn't that something?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. He's been around, and he's going to be around forever, you know. I mean, obviously living through the radio, but
yep.
he definitely has a lot of fans out there still after all these years.
You know, and you're exactly right. And you talk about living through the radio. Toby Keith even wrote a song about that. You know, look at me now. You know, I'm on the radio. But definitely that is something that we're still talking about, those folks and the people that you listened to growing up and all of those ones that have left such a legacy in music. And you're going to do that too, not only from this show, but from all the other radio stations. And you're getting Grammy nods and all of that kind of stuff. You know, you may not even realize the legacy that you're leaving.
Yeah, you know, no, it's great. Like I said, my main thing is for my family. And if anything on top of that is just icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've been fun to talk to tonight. You're pretty good at these interviews. I'd love to have you back on. So anytime you come out with something new you want to promote, be sure and hit me up. This has been fun.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, keep me in mind. We'll definitely definitely talk again.
Absolutely. I'm Drunk Again is another great drinking song we're going to play. And then I Like My Women Like I Like My Whiskey for your third one. So tell us about these two. And like you said, I know the third one's doing real well for you.
Yeah. So I'm drunk again. Is the first line of it is laying by a creek talking to a bullfrog, right? So it tells the story of a guy that wakes up after a night of partying, and he goes through a whole spiel. You know, he's got cops shining lights over his shoulder. He's laying, he's up on a hill trying to crawl up the hill to get back to basically life, to get out to the street and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm drunk again. It's a fun song. It even has Elmo in it if you listen to it. It's these songs that I do aren't 4 or 5 minute songs either. They're radio friendly songs. Sure. But that song there, man, that is one of my favorites, and it's one of the crowd favorites whenever we play out. Yeah, people dance to it, they sing to it. It's pretty cool.
I love it. Now, let's give a big shout out to the recording studio that you use to make these great records. So where do you go to record?
AOK Records down there.
Okay. That was the one. Okay, all right. Those are the folks, man. They're pretty good. I love them.
Yeah. And then I like my women like I like my whiskey. I just I don't know how that came about. I wrote it in about not a long time. It didn't take me long to write it. It just like came to me. Mm-hmm. I watched some interviews through the years, and like Cinderella, Tom Kiefer, the lead singer of Cinderella, he was like, man, when I write a song, it takes me 10 minutes. He said, that's when I know I got a good song. Yeah. And I was like, he's, whatever. and then I wrote it. I'm like, holy cow. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, I sent it to Adam, and he's like, oh my God, that's your radio, that's a radio single. That's your best radio single that you've done so far. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, and went down there, got the music to it. We put it all together and released it June 20th to the radio, and actually started getting radio plays right off the bat on it. Yeah. So very, very excited about that song. That's a good song, and it's controversial. There's a couple lines in there controversial. So, check it out when you guys are listening to it. You'll know when it comes up.
You betcha.
It's all about women, though. It's not. It's all about whiskey. It's not all about women. It's all about whiskey.
There you go. I love it. Like I said, it'll be time number 7 tonight on the program that I've played it. But doesn't that carry so much weight when a person in the industry tells you that this is your best work yet?
Yeah. It's really, really cool. We were in London 2 summers ago, and I wrote a song. I haven't released it yet, and I was on a train, and I wrote the song, and I sent it to him, just the lyrics, and it's one of those things where you feel great when somebody that is in the industry loves the lyrics, right? Mm-hmm. And Adam just loved the lyrics. I was like, oh my gosh, that's great. And one of the prize things I got from him, conversations, was I'm maturing a lot more since I got back into the writing, at where I am now versus when I was younger, right? So you can tell when the stuff that I did 3 years ago or even 25 years ago was good, but the stuff I'm doing now, it's mature, a little bit more mature.
Right. So. Well, that is awesome. And we talked about the showcase songwriter thing and on my website. And if you want to put any of your demo cuts on there, feel free to hit me up with those, and we'll build you a profile. And the rest of the world can hear your music that is available to be recorded by others as well. But, man, your music is all fantastic. Thanks for doing this tonight, and I look forward to our next one.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you and what you do for us.
You are welcome. Where can folks find Tracy Inman on social media if they want to check out more of your great music?
Go to TracyInmanMusic.com. You can go to Tracy Inman Band on Facebook, and just Tracy Inman on Facebook itself. I'm on all of them.
All right. And he is Tracy Inman. This is called I'm Drunk Again, and then I Like My Women Like I Like My Whiskey. Coming up on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Laying by a creek, talking to a bullfrog. Had too much to drink, tripped over a dead log. Should have thought more before I chose to come here. My back is sore, I flipped over that John Deere. This liquor's getting harder to hold. Feels like I'm losing I hear the popo covered up in mud. I smell just like a hobo. Cop just shined his light over my elbow. As he walked away, I giggled like Elmo. I feel like I'm a little overwhelmed. I hope no one's got this on film. I'm drunk again, one out with my friends. We were running late, now I'm in a state and I don't know where I am. I spilled my drinks, now I'm soaking wet. Tomorrow morning, you know I'll regret getting drunk again. This liquor's getting harder to hold. It feels like I'm losing control. I'm drunk again, went out with my friends. We were running late, now I'm in a state and I don't know where I am. I spilled my drinks, now I'm soaking wet. Tomorrow morning, you know I'll regret getting drunk again, getting drunk again. Getting drunk, I'm getting drunk again.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I'll take Jim Beam and I'll take Jack, Johnny Walker along with any of that. I like beer if it's cold or hot, and I like drinks if they come in a shot. Just ask my exes and they will say I can stay up all night and party all day. I like cars and I like trucks. I like girls that like to wail. I like drinking all day long, and I like Randy Houser songs. Ain't nothing ever gonna change me. I like my women like I like my whiskey. I'll take a blonde or I'll take a brunette. It doesn't matter just as long as it's wet. Don't like them too tall, too short, or too skinny. But all my favorite ones, I've had plenty. I tried to stay sober with no laws. Had many women leave me just because. I like cars and I like trucks. I like girls that like to wail. I like drinking all day long, and I like Maureen Walden songs. Ain't nothing ever gonna change me. I like my women like I like my whiskey. I've had many women leave me just because. I like cars and I like trucks. I like girls that like to wail. I like drinking all day long, and I like all Kid Rock songs. Kid Rock. Ain't nothing ever gonna change me. I like my women like I like my whiskey. Ooh, yeah.
His name is Tracy Inman. What a great radio interview with him tonight. Thank you for doing that, my friend. And he's hanging out with us live over on Facebook as well. Tracy Inman Music is where you can find him on social media. And you can find this interview in the Tim Kelly Show Interview Archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. It will be available a little while after the show, and you can go back and listen to it over and over again. And Tracy, if he wants to, he can download it and share it on his social media as well. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We are live right now on that website I just told you about. Scroll down just a little bit. You'll see a radio player that says Radio Boss. That has the live audio. There's a QR code underneath it. You can scan that QR code with your mobile device and take the Tim Kelly Show audio with you wherever you go. That is only for the live shows, though, so if you don't hear anything, that means we're not live. So we go live every Thursday and Friday night as well at 7 p.m. Central Time, so that definitely is a reason to download that app. I'm always on the radio, seems like, more than Thursday and Friday sometimes. We're doing every other Wednesday as well. I've got a great song to kick off hour number 2. It is simply called Country Music. The latest from my good friend Dave Edwards on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Today, I was listening to the radio, an FM country station. Music sounded just like 80s rock, and I thought surely something's wrong. The words, just like hip-hop, made me think I needed a translation. When it ended, the DJ said, "You just heard a brand new country song." And I said, "Where is country music? The fiddles and the steel guitar are gone. Everything is synthesized. The rock and roll guitar sounds kind of foolish. I long for great singers and pure voices like Haggard and Jones. I'd love to hear a solid 4/4 shuffle. Tell me, where is country music?" I recall when a song spoke to your heart with words we could relate to, and we believed each word the singer sang in every country song. It was back when singers and their bands laid down a good dance groove. You could tell the difference between rock and pop and country all night long. And I said, "Where is country music? The fiddles and the steel guitar are gone. Everything is synthesized. The rock and roll guitar sounds kind of foolish. I long for great singers and pure voices like Haggard and Jones. I'd love to hear a solid 4/4 shuffle. Tell me, where is country music? I'd love to hear Ray Price and Farron Young. Tell me, where is country music?"
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now, this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
These hometown boys just like me too much, and I've had enough. They say that they like my outfit, or they like my smile, or they like my touch.
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it.
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for. I know how your hometown boys can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you. These hometown girls just like me too much, and I've had enough.
She says that she likes my truck, or she likes my hair, or she likes my touch.
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it. And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for. I know how you hometown boys can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you. Oh, you're a bad, bad girl. Oh, you're a bad, bad boy. And I know how you hometown people are.
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for.
I know how your hometown people can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you.
The comment was just made, and I agree with it, by a fellow artist in my TikTok live chat room right now, that he never gets tired of hearing that song. Well, that's because I never get tired of playing it. Hometown People, Trisha Marie, and a great duet she did with her brother. That is a fantastic song. Trisha Marie's out of Michigan, and she will soon be a guest on the Tim Kelly Show. You'll get to hear the story behind that song and a couple of others that we'll play during the live interview. So be sure to not miss that one. That full live interview schedule of upcoming interviews at the bottom of the homepage at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. This next female artist is making her debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show on this Indie Wednesday. She is Paige King Johnson. Paige King Johnson is where you can find her on social media. This is called Country See, Country Do. Here we go on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, new country's best on Indie Wednesday.
Wake right up at the crack of dawn, side your dickies on, and you're off like a bullet, sweating like sin while you're tilling the land. See a cold beer can, damn, you gotta pull it. I can't help myself, it runs deep in my well. Country see, country do. When you're riding knee deep in your John Deere green, the sky's always gonna be blue. When it's what you love and it's in your blood, you ain't got no choice not to. Country see. country do. Get cleaned up, call up your friends, where the blacktop ends. We're gonna be lighting up a bonfire with the radio, playing Cash and Jones, singing all night. And I can't help myself, it runs deep in my well. Country see, country do. When your back porch has a swinging door for a tick, count your name, don't blue. When it's what you love and it's in your blood, you ain't got no choice not to. Country see, country do. I see a rope in a tree, I gotta swing it. See an old John boat, I gotta crank it. A sunset on a river, gotta bank it. How about you? Country see, country do. When your truck out back's gonna have a flag waving red, white, and blue. And it's what you love, it's in your blood, you ain't got no choice not to. Country see, country do. Country see, country do. Country see, country do.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Winding roads and no street lights, the stars above are shining bright. Windows down and the music's up, just having the time of my life. Little things can mean a lot when you sit back and enjoy that spot and recognize that life doesn't last forever. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up, they will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. Smiles coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy load a little bit lighter. Beaches as far as the eye can see. Waves are rolling in musically. Sun is hot and that margarita's cold. I promise you now this doesn't get old. Laughter of a child fills the air. They show us they don't have a care. It really reaches you in your soul. It is a place we all need to go. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up. They will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. The smile's coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy load a little bit lighter. The glass can be half full, or the glass can be half empty. You can give thanks, or you can cry in your beer. Now make that choice to appreciate the things in life that you find great. Bring the sunlight into the darkest place and get on with your life. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up. They will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. Smiles coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy load a little bit lighter. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up. They will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. Smiles coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy load a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. A little bit lighter.
That is brand new music from Mike Sadinsky. Suds, he goes by for short, and that is called A Little Bit Lighter. Great tune on the radio tonight right there. And Mike Sadinsky will soon be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show. I haven't talked to that gentleman yet. There's not too many people I haven't talked to before, but yeah, there's a few. So I look forward to talking to Mike. He's going to be a great radio interview, and I've played him on several shows, especially that one Triple Play Thursday, because he's got more than 3 great songs now out to radio. Go check him out, Mike Sadinsky. This next artist you might want to put on your playlist as well. He is live with us right now in the chat room over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Great artist from the state of Texas. His name is Wes Ryan. This is called Seems Like on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
Seems like I lean in and you turn your head away. Seems like you're here in the night but gone by day. Seems like you've been chasing something I can't see, and I'm just standing here wondering why it isn't me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Keep smiling for the sake of the crowd. Seems like we turn the TV up to drown the sound. Seems like we're side by side but miles away, and I keep wondering if there's anything left to say. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though
said it to me. It's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it home. Oh, we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
don't try to church me up, don't try to put me down, don't try to drive me out, no, turn my world around. I don't want you coming around here telling me how to spend my days. I'm tired of hearing you preaching about my evil ways. Don't talk about my bottle, tell me about my beer. Don't like the things I'm doing, stay away from here. Don't try to church me up, don't try to put me down, don't try to drive me out, no, turn my world around. See, I like my women sexy, a little dirt on my truck. Don't need no faith, don't need no love. Don't try to church me Well, I've heard all the stories about how to live my life, yeah, the things that I should do, just how to spend my time. They said, grow on up, man, settle down. This is how you become a man. Told me how to talk, how to walk, how to dress, and how to stand. But I like gravel on my roads, hey, I like spit and chew. Well, you don't have to worry about me, son, worry about you. Don't try to church me up, don't try to put me down, don't try to drive me out, no, turn my world around. See, I like my women sexy, a little dirt on my truck. Don't need no faith, don't need no love. Don't try to church me Now take a minute, slow on down. I ain't trying to be rude. See, I got too much going on, man. I got no time for you. Sunday, that's for football. Saturday, I'm at the bar. And Friday nights for fighting, man. I still got the scars. Monday, that's a recoup. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, too. You take a look, you'll agree. I got no time for you. I got no time for you.
That is my good friend Dennis, lead singer of Trailer Park Country. That is called Church Me Up. What a great song that is, and what a great guy he is. We got to meet him and his wife Tamara a couple of weeks ago, celebrating their 22nd wedding anniversary in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I'll be celebrating my 4th wedding anniversary, and that's going to happen this week as well. Tomorrow night, Triple Play Thursday, will be my last show of the week, so we might as well just let the cat out of the bag right now and let all the affiliates know that there will be no New Music Friday show this week. So you get tonight and tomorrow, and I'll be sending those out to everybody to replay over and over again. So you guys enjoy tonight's show and be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central. Every artist on the program tomorrow night gets 3 plays in a row. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. I've got my second radio interview of this evening. A young gentleman by the name of Kyler Sullivan is going to join us after one more song. Nick Taylor, Tayler, Nick Taylor Music, and his hit song called One Bar Stool, live right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
And all the whiskey out down doesn't chase them away. And all them images keep coming back to stay. All the things I wish I would have done or said swirl like heavy smoke inside my head. Should get up, go home while I can walk, but I'll be here to bartend this last call. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. My burrows ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Darling, I still smell your perfume from last New Year's Eve. Your head on my shoulder, my heart on my sleeve. You grabbed my head, said, let's run with the wind. Escape these four walls when the dance lights grow dim. That slick dark street took a turn I can't erase. Worn out tires on my dad's 83 left no trace. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. My burrows ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Pocket full of heartbreak, 2 hands on the wheel. Keep seeing your last glance, still can't believe it's real. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. My burrows ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. One bar stool at a time.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews in tonight's show. These next songs, you're going to get to hear the stories behind with my good friend Kyler Sullivan. How are you?
How's it going, Tim? Good to be on.
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the show tonight. I appreciate the time and been looking forward to this interview.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'll tell you what, your music is fantastic. Your mom hit me up about you. She says, I'm in this young man from North Carolina, and he would love to be on your program, and here we are.
Yeah, that's my momager. She is my number one fan, my number one supporter, She knew I had this gift before I did, and both my parents really pushed me to pursue this whole music thing. So very lucky to have them in my life and guided me through it. So thank you, Mom, if you're listening.
Yeah, absolutely. That is awesome, because I talk about that all the time as a young artist. And even if you're a little bit older and age is just a number, you know, having that family support, whether it be your parents, your grandparents, or your significant other, that is important, isn't it?
It sure is. I know friends even at Belmont or when I played on Broadway whose parents aren't exactly supportive of the direction they took, and I'm, very fortunate, very lucky to be in the situation and position that I am in.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, you got one of those voices in the world of country music that it needs to hear. You remind me of somebody like a Josh Turner or something like that with that deep baritone voice, and you use it very well, man.
Well, thank you. I always say ever since my ball drop, I've been singing that "Your Man Josh Turner, Baby Lock 'Em Doors" song. So
I love it.
It's been a good run.
You got a mix of country, pop, and soul, and I hear a lot of soul in your music. That is for sure.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Born and raised in North Carolina, I take it?
I would say raised. I was born in Tampa, Florida, but I spent most of my life in North Carolina.
Okay, so where did that love of country music come from?
I feel like I didn't know any other music until I was 11 or 12. It was always just country music growing up. It's on the radio. Parents had either Garth Brooks, Toby Keith, or, a George Strait CD in the car at all times. Clay Walker as well. Can't forget him.
Yep.
And, I'd be listening to those, and I don't know, I always kind of liked to sing, and then puberty hit me like a freaking train, and I didn't think I could sing anymore because I was used to sing the higher, alto soprano parts, which is kind of blows my mind now to think about the turn that went. But my parents always heard it in me, and they always pushed me to do it, and I'm glad they did.
That is awesome. I was telling you off the air, back in 2008, I went to Nashville, and a buddy of mine, his son was 17, and he was making a record then. So he goes, "Hey, you want to go watch my son record some stuff?" And so we did. And a couple of years later, he's like, "Man, I don't even sound like that anymore," because he went through that change of the voice, And it takes a little bit sometimes to find your voice, doesn't it, in the world of music and even in the world in general. I mean, I've been on the radio for a long time now, almost 14 years, and I go back and listen to some of those first shows, and I'm like, did I really sound like that, So.
No, I know we all hate the sound of our own voice, so we got to get over that aspect at some point. But, it is funny to see the difference, the growth that I made, and I'm sure the growth you see in yourself. It's just we always want our most perfect version of ourselves, or the best version you can be at that time. So whenever any time goes by, it's like, well, I know I've grown since then.
Yeah, absolutely.
This riff, or add a different sort of tone or dynamic to the song. So I know, especially for me, it's hard to find that quote unquote perfection, something you'll never find. So at least give myself a time frame to finish a song always helps me. And I got to finish it at this date, or else I wouldn't have released Once You Go Country or Sugar or any of these songs that people like to hear and I like to play. It's funny how in your head you can get for that perfectionist mindset.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, you've got a lot of great music out there, and you're just getting started, and so you've got a great career ahead of you, and it's been fun over the last 14 years to watch you guys, and your young artists especially, and your careers blossom. And maybe you even take time off, have a family, things like that, and then you come back to music a few years later and hit me up with some brand new stuff. And it's always fun. This is our first radio interview, but we build that relationship through music, and boy, that's what it does to people, doesn't it? It helps people in so many different ways, and you build a relationship with your fan base as an artist, and that's really cool.
Yeah, I try to be as authentic as I can be, and that's why I feel like I spend so much time just trying to find my voice and my sound, because I don't want to see, especially in Nashville these days, you see all these guys who you can tell they aren't country boys. And I'm not saying I'm a country boy, but more than these guys, and they're wearing the nice clean leather boots and perfectly shaped cowboy hats, and they're trying to sing, they're putting on this accent, and it's just like, man, I don't know why you're trying to be Morgan Wallen. We already got him,
Exactly. I've said that for years, and you hear that growing up all your life, and your mom's probably told you that as your manager. Just be unique, be yourself, and the rest will fall into place. There's only one Kyler Sullivan, and that's what we need in the world of country music, right?
That's enough. Yeah.
That's enough.
One is enough.
Well, you got some great legends that you look up to, like Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley. I love that.
Absolutely.
And I was watching on your website before we got on here a YouTube video that you did of Ring of Fire at Tootsie's. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I sure did. I mean, I played it too. That's where I started out at Tootsie's. I guess to be more realistic, I started out just on the street of Broadway, busking with my amp and guitar, and this, agent came by and said, "Hey, you sound pretty good. Do you want to play in these bars?" I said, "Yes, please. That'd be amazing." And I started out at Tootsie's, Rippy's, Honky Tonk Central, that Kid Rock, that whole Tootsie circuit, and really, opened my eyes to the world of music and how I could make this a living, make a career out of this. And
Right.
I really grew as a performer, and my stage presence, I feel like, really shot up. It's funny to watch, videos from that first month doing it, and I'm just shy, timid little boy on the stage, would just try not to screw up any chords or anything. And now I'm walking around, moving around, doing a little dance, and then it's just like, who is this guy?
Yeah, that is awesome.
So it's nice. It's fun.
I worked security years ago at a Hunter Hayes concert, and Danielle Bradbury and Dan and Shay were opening for Hunter Hayes. That was a fun time. But I go back and look at some of the younger Hunter Hayes videos, and he was doing the same thing that you were doing, 4 or 5 years old, singing in front of Hank Williams Jr. and all that kind of stuff. So, pretty
Exactly
neat to
like
watch a
me.
young artist grow up in country music, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what I've really like to see recently is that Mason Ramsey, the way he's blown up, and
Yeah.
I mean his songs are good for a kid who just started yodeling in a Walmart.
Yep, I've played that young man on the radio before. I know
Yeah.
who you're talking about. He's really good too.
He is good.
Isn't it interesting though? You were a baby when Johnny Cash passed away, and then Elvis has been gone longer than you've been alive. And the legacy that they left, they still resonate with young artists like yourself.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the goal of every artist in the world of country music?
Absolutely. It's about, creating something. I think for almost everybody in the world, they want to create something or be something that will be remembered. And you can become obsessed with that sort of ideology where you're like, oh, well, I want to build this legacy. What am I going to be remembered for? And it's like, well, maybe start making something first before you're worried about a legacy, And I get in my head sometimes about that with, the direction of the sound and the music. And it's like, do I want to do this country? Do I want to do this soul? Do I want to do more folky? So I think the main message is not about the sound. It's more the message that you send in a song. Because if you can't listen to a song with just a guitar and your voice, then I don't want to hear it with anything else,
Right.
So I think that's what I've been really trying to achieve in my songwriting personally, and I guess moving forward in the Kyler Sullivan legacy is just having that message. And I feel like with these artists taking these older songs and making them their own, people get mad about the production. Oh, this doesn't sound country, yada yada yada. And I get that. I love the traditional country sound, but I think the main point of the song was the message, and as long as they're carrying that through our generations, that's the most important thing in my eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'd kind of like to, lean into that message more than the sound.
Yep. And that message in country tells some of the best stories, doesn't it? And that's great for a songwriter. You can really, you can tell a story about your life and put your heart and your soul out there, or you can be like Johnny Cash and tell a fictional story in that song, A Boy Named Sue, or something like that.
Oh yeah, and I like to do that too. One of my favorites of his is that "Chicken in Black" song. God, that's a funny one.
Yep. And so, and being the man in black, people have tried to emulate that too, or dress the way Elvis does. We got all these Elvis impersonators and things like that out there. But I tell you what, the authenticity that I see and that I hear, and I knew in 30 seconds we were going to put you on the radio, and you got 3 great songs. So your mom did you a great thing by reaching out. We're putting you on 13 radio stations tonight around the world.
Oh, let's go. Hello, 13 radio stations. How are you doing?
We've picked up a few since I took your music on.
Oh, well, thank you.
This first song, and you talk about being country and being authentic. This first song is absolutely it. Once You Go Country is the title of it. I've spun it 8 times so far. I love it so much, and we're going to give it some more love tonight. But, tell us about that in your songwriting style. Are you more lyric-based? Do you have to hear those, put those stories out there, or the melodies come first, or maybe kind of a combination?
It's a little bit of a combination. I wrote that one. It was the first song I really wrote when I got to Belmont my freshman year. And I don't know what, I just, that line, Once You Go Country, just kind of came in my head one day as it usually does. And I had the melody, and I was like, okay, what can I add to this? So I got with my friend Hannah Kinnison and her roommate Olivia Walker, and we just started writing it. And Olivia wasn't even writing the song. She was just like reading in the corner, listening. And we're trying to figure out the chorus. And then Olivia's like, I don't know if this is any good, but here's a line I thought of. And then she gives us the best line of the whole song, which is spend every dime trying to make it all back. I'm like, my God, Olivia, please, if you got any more ideas, do not be shy. Share away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that was the first time I really wrote with people, because before then I never really thought music could be something that I could chase in a career sense. So definitely got me out of my comfort zone, but I think we made something really beautifully, and got with my producer at the time, Joseph Greer, and he just, man, he's incredible on those keys, and he really brought a nice soulful, almost gospel-y feeling to the whole song, which I definitely appreciated, being the fact that I don't like just kind of boxing myself in that country sort of corner, you know?
Right.
I like it when it kind of blends other genres in a nice sense, and I think we did a good job on that one. So.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we're talking about that a lot in the world of country music. There's so many different genres incorporated in it. You know, Texas is its own animal down there with that red dirt country, and then you got some outlaw country that the artists are bringing back. And traditional country music, you young folks are making that. And I love hearing that on the radio, the steel guitar and the fiddle in the band. All of that good stuff. And your vocals. I mean, it's just well-rounded, man.
I agree. Thank you, Zach Top and Braxton Keith.
Right. Keeping it going. And I bet you're, since that happened for you with those two young ladies helping you out writing this song, I bet you're down for a co-write now from now on, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I like, for me, it's hard to just set a day and time, like, okay, let's write now and then, you know, it really is a more in the moment sort of thing. So I like writing alone and then bringing my ideas to a group, you know. I feel like that gives you a base to at least get started on, and the whole notion of just showing up at this given time and you have an hour to write a hit song is just a lot of pressure. And I think it's not really a song that you really want to share at that point. You know, you're writing hits, not songs.
Yeah, I've talked about that some in these songwriter rounds like they have in Nashville. I don't know if you've ever gone to any of them, but you know, at that point, it just seems like there would be so much pressure in that room, but there's a lot of talent in that room too to produce a product when that session is over. And to come out with something that's like, wait, hey, what do you guys think? You know, and it happens too in music. A song that you're really high on doesn't do well, and then one you didn't think would just blow up, you know, does. And so it kind of works like that too. It's crazy business, isn't it?
It sure is.
But once you go country, man, you're in for life, right?
Absolutely.
You bet.
I'll always have some sort of connection to country, no matter what music I drop.
You got it. Well, we're going to play this song, Once You Go Country, for Kyler Sullivan. Then we're going to come back and talk about a couple of more. He is with us live tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
On my bags, kiss mama goodbye, dick on the dash, and music on my mind, 4 wheels on the highway, 6-string in the back, heading for the glory, away from the past. Once you go country, there's no turning back. Spend all of your money, won't cut you no slack. 'Cause once you go country, give it all that you have. Spend every dime, trying to make it all back. Hands on the wheel, staring down the long road, wishing for a shortcut on a journey that's slow. It's bumpy and wild, taking turns all the time.
turning back. Spend all of your money, won't cut you no slack. 'Cause once you go country, give it all that you have. Spend every dime, trying to make it all back. Here in Tennessee, and I'm never going back. Once you go country, there's no turning back. Spend all of your money, won't cut you no slack. 'Cause once you go country, spend every dime, trying to make it all back.
His name is Kyler Sullivan. That is called Once You Go Country. You just heard the story behind it, and once you push play on that, you got to push play on it again and again, man. So what a great song. I look forward to playing that every time on the radio.
Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. This next song is called Waving Goodbye. We're not going to do that just yet, but we got a couple of more songs to play from you, but tell us about this one.
Man, yeah, Waving Goodbye I wrote a couple years back now. I'm originally from Raleigh, and there was a local mass shooting in a neighborhood, and I mean, that really strikes a chord with many people living in America nowadays. And then there was the Covenant School shooting in Nashville, and I started writing it when I was in Raleigh, and then the Covenant happened, and I was like, okay, I'm finishing this song. And that's what I did, and yeah, it's definitely a lot more personal, and definitely vulnerable for me to even release, but I was like, man, I'm just tired of seeing these flags at half-mast, man. It's crazy. Yeah. And, yeah, it doesn't really feel like we're doing anything to change it, and it keeps happening. At this point, I don't think our flag can go any higher. Yeah. It's just every other day, and it's just, I don't know, it's just sickening how long it's been going on. I can't believe I've had this song under my belt for almost 2 years now, and it really hasn't seen much change. But yeah, Waving Goodbye, it's basically about how I'm sick of seeing these flags at half-mast, and most of the time it's taking place in schools. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That is an interesting story to a 2-word title that lands in my email, and I don't know what it's about until I ask the artist. And I say that all the time. You know, I see all these song titles, and that's why I love doing these interviews, the stories behind the songs. And you are so right. And as a young man, as yourself, you know, I've seen a lot more than you have in this world, and seen it getting progressively harder and harder to deal with on a daily basis. But when somebody like you comes along and they make a song about it, it does ease the pain a little bit. And you're doing a great service. And we talked about that off of the air. You know, you just using your God-given talent, your God-given voice to help others. Man, that's commendable.
Oh, I appreciate that. It just comes, I guess, naturally. That one really just flowed out of me. You get in those sort of grooves or rhythms as a songwriter when you know it's good, it comes that easily. And it's like, man, okay, it does feel like something was channeled through me to get this out. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We talked off the air, getting to know each other. You've got a brother and a sister, and your brother plays soccer, and he's trying to get it overseas in some of these other countries. And I love watching sports, man. I'm a sports guy, and soccer is the most popular sport in the world, actually, I think.
Yeah, it kind of blows my mind, to be honest. I guess I've just seen a lot of soccer growing up, but I think the only soccer I can watch anymore now is just if my brother's on the pitch, because that's the only way to me it's interesting. But yeah, he's a phenomenal player. He can definitely make it. I'm excited to see his progression as an athlete and what he does next. And my sister, she's in school at USF, so might be the first one out of out of our little family to get the at least out of the siblings to get a degree, which would be great. For my mother and her my grandma, I know will be very happy about that.
Yep.
And, yeah, it's exciting to see them grow, and it's scary to see how old they are now.
Hey, tell me about it.
It's like, whoa.
My youngest brother, I'm the oldest of 5 boys. He was the first one to actually graduate and get a degree. You know, he went and got associate's degree. I got my GED and ended up in radio, but here we are, huh?
Here we are.
You know, and now with this advent of the internet that has come along, I was in radio before the internet got going back in the early 90s and everything. But now that all of this is going, it's pretty cool when you can push play on a song and it goes out around the world. And, you know, all these other countries, 190 countries or whatever it is around the world with one push of the button. I love that about technology. And you can use it as a young person to make this kind of music too. So that's what I want to ask you: is the recording studio that you went to and used to record these songs tonight that we're playing? Where'd you go?
Well, it was different for Once You Go Country versus Waving Goodbye. Waving Goodbye, actually, my friend Taylor Mackers, and he's a great, phenomenal guitar player, and I mean, he just kind of brought what I wanted to life, and he was very good ear, great ear, just listen to what I wanted. And I'm not my music theory and, you know, playability isn't phenomenal, but when I have the idea in my head, I need somebody who can understand or what I'm trying to, you know, put down. He's someone who definitely did, and it just helped me along the way, got the voice to where I wanted it, and it's I don't know, it's a lot of fun to get into the studio and, you know.
It is a lot of work and a lot of fun at the same time, and you wrap it up in 3 minutes and 23 seconds. I'm looking at, and that is phenomenal. I love that process of how you guys do that and tell these stories and make them what they call radio friendly, you know, for the people to listen to, and it is just amazing. And you definitely have that God-given talent, and the production and the people you have in your corner sounds like you got some great things going right now and a great career ahead of you in the future should you choose to keep going, and I hope you do.
Don't plan on stopping.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you said you've been playing a lot of shows. I looked at your October schedule before we got on here, and you got a pretty good looking October schedule, so congratulations on everything you got going.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been, I think my mother told you I had a recent surgery. Well, it's been a month now. But kind of put me out of commission for singing for a little bit, and I've definitely been driving myself crazy, ready to get back up on that saddle.
Yeah.
So I'll be itching to get back to those gigs in another few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. The third song that we're going to play for you today, and we have our grandson come and spend the night quite often, and we talk about this. It's called Sugar Rush. He gets those every now and then too. Tell us about this one.
Man, this one was before Broadway. I wrote this one. After I took my gap life from Belmont, I did some work at this place called Executive Logistics, and I basically would just be, you know, moving furniture for these designers throughout Nashville. And I did that all summer, and I remember just one day on the truck going place to place, and I'm like, man, I really do miss those summers where I could just be a kid and, you know, play with my friends and all this other stuff. And that's where I just started writing it on our little truck ride, you know, sweeter than see this watermelon. So yeah, I just came, another one that kind of just flowed out of me, and yeah, that was a fun one to do. I definitely thought, I went to the same producers I did with Joseph Greer for the Once You Go Country, and did a good job. It wasn't quite Sugar Rush is one of those songs that I would like to redo at some point, because I think I kind of rushed it. It was I think I released it 4 or 5 months after Once You Go Country, and I just kind of felt like I got to get something out. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad people love it. I can't listen to it because that's just me, and I wish I could have done it in different ways. But I think it's a great song. It's one of my favorites that I've written, and it really connects with a lot of people. I name drop one of our favorite neighbors in the song, the Palmers, and they definitely appreciate that whenever they come see me live. And yeah, it's a great song. I love how I've grown with the song, and I hope one day I can remaster it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, your website was trying to give me a sugar rush when I got on it. The first thing it did was ask me if I wanted to accept these cookies, and I did, so.
Oh, yeah, eat them up. Your information.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of your website, where can folks go to find you on social media if they want to check out more of Kyler Sullivan and his music?
I guess if you guys really wanted to check me out, you can follow me at Kyler Sullivan Music on Instagram, TikTok. Find me at Kyler Sullivan Music on the interwebs. It has my schedule and everything you need to know about me. And very soon I'll be dropping some CDs, some Christmas CDs. So keep an eye out for those.
Awesome.
Just around the corner.
Check out his cover of Ring of Fire from Johnny Cash at Tootsie's on that video too, and we'll keep that thing rolling, and we'll keep blowing you up, and hopefully we'll have you back here in a few months. I've had a great time talking to you, and you come out with something new you want to promote, be sure to hit me up, and I'll definitely put it on the radio, and we'll have another interview too.
Actually, I'll be hopefully releasing a new song called Just Friends October 26th. So
awesome.
Yeah, excited to get that one out.
Well, we're just friends, but isn't it interesting and neat how music brings people together and how many people you meet because of music?
It's incredible. I mean, the amount of people I met just through, in Nashville and Broadway, it's crazy how many people it's all trees. We're all just roots, and we're all connected somehow,
Absolutely. Well, that's exactly what we call it as a family here at the radio station. I go live now on all these different formats, so they get to see you in action and doing the show, and we get to talk back and forth, in all these chat rooms. And you and your mom have been a great supporter ever since we met of us playing your music, and you guys getting to listen to some of these other artists. So great things are happening, and there'll be more songwriting collaborations and maybe some duets and things like that down the road for you. So
absolutely,
we look forward to a lot more from Kyler Sullivan. Keep doing your thing, man.
Thank you, Tim.
You bet. I'm waving goodbye as we speak, and I'm going to play it for you. All right?
I appreciate it.
You got it. This is Kyler Sullivan waving goodbye, and Sugar Rush coming up on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Boys on the playground when the guns were just our hands, and I remember Friday nights on a field of grass. The home of the brave was the only sound that echoed through the stands. As time goes on, I wonder what we're really standing for. Makes me wanna pack my bags and head out freedom's door. 'Cause old Glory still waves red, white, and blue, but she's waving us goodbye. And I try to watch the daily news, but it makes me wanna cry. Oh, how things have changed since I went to school. Now they're teaching fight or flight. I'm usually the guy to say the glass is halfway full. That was when our flags weren't halfway down the pole. At times I wonder how life can make it through. With a country you were born to love would take a 22 over you. So Glory still waves red, white, and blue, but she's waving us goodbye. And I try to watch the daily news, but it makes me wanna cry. Oh, how things have changed since I went to school. Now they're teaching fight or flight. I'm usually the guy to say the glass is halfway full. That was when our flags weren't halfway down the pole. The children even get to know what that flag looks like at the top of the world. Still waves red, white, and blue, but she's waving us goodbye. And I try to watch the daily news, but it makes me wanna cry. Oh, how things have changed since I went to school. Now they're teaching fight or flight. I'm usually the guy to say the glass is halfway full. That was when our flags weren't halfway down the pole. I used to be the guy to say the glass is halfway full. That was when our flags weren't halfway down the pole. when our flags run halfway down the hall.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Lawn darts in the front yard, you'd watch your toes if you were smart. Trick shots were the best part, just don't hit Mama's Chevrolet. Hot sun in the summer sky, Daddy's burgers with a side of fries. Palmer said they might stop by, those were the sweetest summer days. Sweeter than seedless watermelon dripping down your sun-kissed face. Sweeter than the smell of campfires burning or the sound of Amazing Grace. Sweeter than the taste of Grandma's ice-cold tea or the lips of your first crush. Those were the sweetest summers, but those sweetest summers are gone like a sugar rush. Oh, glory by the front door, black cats from the corner store. We light 'em up just to hear 'em roar, let 'em burn out on the driveway. Live bait and some fishing poles, find a spot just down the road. Talk for hours about who the hell knows. Those were the sweetest summer days. Sweeter than seedless watermelon dripping down your sun-kissed face. Sweeter than the smell of campfires burning or the sound of Amazing Grace. Sweeter than the taste of Grandma's ice-cold tea or the lips of your first crush. Those are the sweetest summers, but those sweetest summers are gone like a sugar rush. Sweeter than seedless watermelon dripping down your sun-kissed face. Sweeter than the smell of campfires burning or the sound of Amazing Grace. Sweeter than the taste of Grandma's ice-cold tea or the lips of your first crush. Those were the sweetest summers, but those sweetest summers are gone like a sugar rush. Oh, gone like a sugar rush.
We were talking about a lot of great food during that interview while it was playing, so there's been a sugar rush in my chat room over here on TikTok as well. Kyler Sullivan is who that is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank him for a great radio interview tonight, and he is a very talented young man. Go give Kyler Sullivan a like and a follow all over social media. Tell him you heard his interview right here on the Tim Kelly Show. And again, after this show is over live tonight, that will be placed in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, that tab at the top of the homepage at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on that website right now from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Hour number 3 is getting ready to kick off with another great tune by an artist that I had an interview with a couple of months ago, Lane Tomlinson, and his song is called Thankin' Straight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
It was one of those nights, nothing felt right. Me and my girl on the verge of a fight, stuck in some loud, crazy club with music I hate. We blew that place, I knew we had to set things straight. We danced to Amarillo by morning on a beach in Marina del Rey. Codigo in a paper cup, making love till the sun came up. She let herself go, we were free and wild. When she left me with a smile, 'cause she finally said yes to that wedding day. Man, she's got me thinking straight. Well, it worked out okay, in a roundabout way. Me and my girl tie the knot today. It was written all over her face. She would have been gone soon, but she had a change of heart when we changed our tune. We danced to Amarillo by morning on a beach in Marina Del Rey. Go in a paper cup, making love till the sun came up. She let herself go, we were free and wild. When she left me with a smile. 'Cause she finally said yes to that wedding day. Man, tonight I'm thinking straight. He's that one true ace in the hole. Easy come, easy go. We danced to Amarillo by morning on a beach in Marina Del Rey. Go in a paper cup, making love till the sun came up. She let herself go, we were free and wild. When she left me with a smile. 'Cause she finally said yes to that wedding day. Man, she's got me thinking straight. Yeah, tonight I'm thinking straight. Thank you, George.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Girl, the way you light up my day makes the whole world spin my way. You roll out of bed, hair falling just right, laugh in the morning like it's Friday night, bare feet tapping on that old wood floor. Every smile you give makes me want you more. You don't dress up just to turn a head, you shine in the life we're living instead, singing a tune I ain't heard before, and I'm falling again, wanting more and more. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much, how your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night, the way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. You speak your mind, stand strong and true. You're the answer when the day runs through. Love so deep and you give so free. You're the best kind of woman a man can see. You turn the hard times into something sweet. Pull me in close, never miss a beat. One look from you and my sky turns blue. Girl, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I love the way you roll your eyes
kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. If the road gets long, I'll hold on tight. Two-step with you every Saturday night. Every mile's better with you in view. You're my forever, my dream come true. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much. How your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. Ooh, girl, the way you light up my day makes the whole world spin my way. Yeah, I love everything about.
His name is Mike Corrales. He is also from the great state of Texas, and he has a smash hit song on his hands right there. They are loving it in the TikTok chat room. Everything About You. Go check him out, Mike Corrales, all over social media and live right now in my chat room. Come and say hello to him at Tim Kelly on Air. Give us a like and a follow, and thank you guys for tapping that screen tonight. You guys are awesome. We're going to play this next song and slow it down a little bit from Creekbed Saints. It's a great ballad of all Randy Travis song titles. How about that? It is called Keep On Loving You. Creekbed Saints on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
I told you so the first time you looked my way, that this heart of mine wasn't gonna stray. Like a prayer whispered into the midnight air, I'll be loving you forever and ever, my dear. On the other hand, if I did walk away, I'd be digging up bones till my dying day. Girl, you're the kind of truth that can't be wrong, so I'll keep on loving you like we're in a Randy Travis song. With a faith that walks on water in a depth deeper than the holler, I'll hold you when the nights get cold. Love you with a heart that's bold. I know one day I'll fly away. I'll thank the Lord I found you on my way. Through the highs and lows, we're right where we belong. Just two lovers in a Randy Travis song. We've had our share of heroes and friends, but baby, this road don't ever have to end. Your hand in mine is where it's meant to be. Every part of my life keeps pointing to you and me. On the other hand, I couldn't change my heart. I've been loving you right from the start. You're the part of me I can't get wrong, and I'll keep on loving you like we're in a Randy Travis song. With a faith that walks on water in a depth deeper than the holler, I'll hold you when the nights get cold. Love you with a heart that's bold. I know one day I'll fly away. I'll thank the Lord I found you on my way. Through the highs and lows, we're right where we belong. Just two lovers in a Randy Travis song.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Sideways grin, truck bed shaking with your rowdy friends. I tripped on a log, nearly dropped my cup. You caught my hand and you pulled me up. Now the music's loud, but I only hear you laughing at my two-step, missing a shoe. You stole my hat, I stole your beer. We're laughing so loud the whole creek can hear. Mud on my boots, but your hands in mine. This tailgate crush got me feeling just fine. All the burgers and buns, but I swear this night's still the best kind of fun. I don't even care, cause you're leaning close, whispering something about who you love most. This party's wild, but it's plain to see all the fun out here just leads back to me. You stole my hat, I stole your beer. We're laughing so loud the whole creek can hear. Mud on my boots, but your hands in mine. This tailgate crush got me feeling just fine. The crowd dies down, it's just you and me with the crickets around. Forget the noise, boy, I've had enough. This tailgate night turned into love. You stole my hat, I stole your beer. We're laughing so loud the whole creek can hear. Mud on my boots, but your hands in mine. This tailgate crush got me feeling just fine. Yeah, this tailgate crush turned into a night where the sparks in a fire met the sparks in your eye.
You're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
She said I'll never love again. My heart's been worn way too thin. Every time I give love a try, all it does is makes me cry. She said I'll never love again. The end. Was done giving love a try. Heard his last sad goodbye. Every time he give love a shot, he'd end up in the same old spot. He was done giving love a try. Goodbye. Chance. Struggle through the walls and cans. Two hearts apart in misery, they come together finally. The fact they met was by sheer chance. A glance. They thought of how it felt this time. Hearts weren't set on goodbye. At a little cafe they sat outside. No wind and no goodbye. They thought of how it felt inside. They'll try. The fact they met was by sheer chance. Struggle through the walls and cans. Two hearts apart in misery, they come together finally. The fact they met was by sheer chance. A glance, the end, goodbye. But a glance, they'll try.
That is a great song called A Glance. His name is Kyle Antone, K-I-L-E on his first name. That is an absolutely great song, and like I said, I love a ballad in the world of country music. That is fantastic. Boy, we sped it up a little bit from Allie Ray, though. Tailgate Crush, her latest single out to radio. Allie Ray is all one word. Go give her a like and a follow as well. It's A-L-Y, capital R-H-A-E, Allie Ray, and she is live with us right now on TikTok over here at Tim Kelly on Air, passing out all the kind of cool gifts for yours truly doing this live radio show tonight. And she will soon be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show as well. Once again, that live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. This next artist is Jessie Cole James. This is called All She Wrote Was Goodbye on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Note on the table, folded in half. No perfume, no flourish, no trace of a laugh. The ink was smudged, but the meaning was clear. She didn't live, she didn't cry. All she wrote was goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. No, I don't try. Just a single word to let me know. Goodbye, goodbye. A silent sky. No echo left where love should go. The clock kept ticking, but the room stood still. Her ghost in the doorway bending my will. I reached for her shadow, but it slipped like air. No explanation, no alibi. All she wrote was goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. No, I don't try. Just a single word to let me know. Goodbye, goodbye. A silent sky. No echo left where love should go. The paper shook like autumn leaves. Her words cut deeper than thieves. A quiet storm, no thunder's cry. All she wrote was goodbye. A teardrop fell. It stained the edge like rain on an abandoned ledge. The clock still ticks, but time won't try to fix the echo of goodbye. All she wrote was goodbye. Left the ink to bleed and dry. No reason, no lie, just goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. No why, no when, nowhere, no then.
folks, this is Rick Trevino, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
When that old morning sun lights up my room, and I'm waking up from another night with you, I'm finding it easy to just lay here and do nothing all day long. And when the bluest eyes I swear I've ever seen start waking up and looking back at me, and with that smile on her face, I can tell this might take all day long. Day after day, night after night, I wanna stay for the rest of my life in the arms of a woman who makes me feel like I'm her man. Day after day, wherever I go, it's okay, 'cause I always know that whenever I need her, she'll be there day after day. When this life that I lead slows down to a crawl, and I've had all I can take, and my back's against the wall, she has ways of telling me everything's gonna be alright. Now I'm all caught up in love with the girl of my dreams, and when it comes down to her, I'd do anything to prove that I'll be there for her just like she is for me. Day after day, night after night, I wanna stay for the rest of my life in the arms of the woman who makes me feel like I'm her man. Day after day, wherever I go, it's okay, 'cause I always know that whenever I need her, she'll be there day after day. Day after day, night after night, I wanna stay for the rest of my life in the arms of the woman who makes me feel like I'm her man. Day after day, wherever I go, it's okay, 'cause I always know that whenever I need her, she'll be there day after day. Whoa, whoa. Day after day. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Day after day.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show on this Indie Wednesday. That is David Glenn, Glenn. David Glenn from the David Glenn Band. That is called Day After Day. Go check out the David Glenn Band. Give them a like and a follow on social media. What a great song. I'll play that night after night. Absolutely. Another Lonely Town is up next by my good friend Piper Paisley on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
I can still see her face in that rear view. That night in Tupelo, punching the gas and never looking back, making dust trails to San Antonio. Now maybe my pride still has the best of me, or her spirit just wanted to be free. And just another lonely town, another place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, just another lonely town tonight. So I packed my bags and headed back to Tennessee. Oh, to Tennessee. I'm hoping my heart won't forget her, but I couldn't guarantee that it would. Mama told me, girl, you gotta be strong, you gotta move on, but a memory won't let go. And just another lonely town, just a place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, it's another lonely town tonight. Sometimes I dream about her, wake up in tears, and I'm reminded that she's gone and I'm living here. Just another lonely town, just a place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, it's another lonely town tonight.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day?
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Daddy had a horse named Midnight. To me, he was 10 feet tall. He'd take 'em all day on the cattle drive. We could hear him coming home. He said, I'll put you in the saddle if you want me to, but there's one thing you can't do. Never let go, no, never let go of the reins. Find a way to hold on no matter what comes your way. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I know your heart, and you've got what it takes to never let go, no, Girl, you're becoming a woman now. You'll be headed out before you know. If you think midnight was a crazy ride, just wait until you hit the world. Stay up in the saddle like I taught you to. And when life's bucking you, never let go, no, never let go of the reins. Find a way to hold on no matter what comes your way. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I know your heart, and you've got what it takes to never let go, no, never let go of the reins. So boy, you better know about the rodeo you're jumping in. 'Cause I still love the way Daddy taught me to live. Never let go, no, never let go of the reins. Find a way to hold on no matter what comes your way. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I know your heart, and you've got what it takes to never let go, no, never let go of the reins. Never let go, no, never let go of the reins.
Her name is Lori Cole. Cole is K-O-L-E. Lori Cole Music is where you can find her on social media. She's a great artist from Arizona and will be a upcoming special guest on the Tim Kelly Show as well. I have not talked to her yet. We'll get to hear the story behind Reigns and some of her other great songs as well. Well, recently I got to interview these next two artists. They are Caleb Moses and Taryn Keeley from Roses and Weeds, and we got to hear the story behind this great song. And Taryn right now is in my TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Leave Your Lovin' On from Roses and Weeds on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Turn down the lights in this room. Baby, come and kiss me. We got nothing to lose. Reckless desire builds up the fire, hard and strong. We're all alone. Turn off your phone. Leave your loving on.
The touch of your hand on my skin burns like an ember from deep within. I've got the urge to quench my thirst and my soul. The troubles you hold, just let them fall, but leave your loving on. that we share.
Listen to my song, ain't nothing wrong when you leave your loving on. Right where we belong, ambition's gone.
Nothing but loving on.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Drove down from Maine with my mama to chase a Nashville dream. Got music in my soul and a fire in my heart. All the lights are green. Don't you dare underestimate me. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream. Don't let the critics slow you down. Don't let the bullies push you around. It's up to you to do what you wanna do. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream. One life is all you've got. Take a chance and shoot your shot. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. I'm not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville This Nashville dream.
Nobody knows new country
Like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Ever since I met you, girl, you turned me on. I could sing your praises from dusk till dawn. There's just one thing that feels so wrong. When you're gone, I feel all alone. I need your hugging and kissing. These arms got me wishing they were holding you tight all through the night. And the way that you kiss me, it shows that you miss me. I can't help it, baby. It's driving me crazy. All I want is your hugging and kissing. Everybody's got that something they find that brings a calm and peace of mind. But for me, there's no reason or rhyme. I find it's you that does it time after time with your hugging and kissing. These arms
got me wishing they were holding you tight all through the night. And the way that you kiss me, it shows that you miss me. I can't help it, baby, it's driving me crazy. All I want is your hugging and kissing. Girl, I know what you're thinking. How could I still be hook, line, and sinking? It's your hugging and kissing. These arms got me wishing they were holding you tight all through the night. And the way that you kiss me, it shows that you miss me. I can't help it, baby, it's driving me crazy. You're hugging and kissing. These arms got me wishing they were holding you tight all through the night. And the way that you kiss me, it shows that you miss me. I can't help it, baby, it's driving me crazy. All I want is your hugging and kissing. All I want is your hugging and kissing.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
What you gonna say when I don't walk right through that door? Tell me what you gonna say when I don't show up around here no more. You don't care about what I'm feeling or care about the things I say. I don't care to listen to complaining, 'cause I have to hear it every day. Tell me what you gonna say when I don't walk right through that door. Tell me what you gonna say when I don't show up around here no more. We don't touch and we don't talk unless it's just to criticize. You don't have to tell me you don't love me, I can see it there in your eyes. Baby, what you gonna say
name is Bobby Hunt, and that's a great tune called What You Gonna Say. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to say. This has been a great show. Thank you for being a part of it, everybody, and I have truly had a good time on this Wednesday night edition of the Tim Kelly Show. My good friend Jonathan Lynn before that with a little hugging and kissing for you. He's a fantastic artist as well. Jonathan Lynn, Bobby Hunt, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the show tonight. I want to thank my special guests as well, Tracy Inman and Kyler Sullivan, for being here on the program tonight. Tomorrow night, I just have one interview on Triple Play Thursday. That will happen in the first 30 minutes at 7:30 p.m. Central. Brad Howard will be my special guest tomorrow night, so you don't want to miss that show as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, which will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'll see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of